This is an alternate universe, so the character's personality and characteristics may or may not match the original. Plus I also wanted to give another take on them, having a new perspective and the usual selves. Hi, hugs and kisses. Starting now, it's you and me. Atsuhina one-shot. Hinata's point of view. I'm so excited today. This is what I have always waited for. Hinata was very excited to try out in the volleyball of his new school. He was, because it has always been his dream to play, but his junior high school had no volleyball team. But behind the excitement that he felt, he was also very nervous. I'm only 5'1". Will they accept me? Because as far as I can recall, 5'1" is already small compared to other players. Well, I hope so. Hinata continued walking towards the cafeteria. He decided to get food first before heading towards the gym on the opposite side of the school. Ouch! Hey, who bumped me? Hinata fell to the floor when someone bumped him, and he was shocked when he looked up. Hinata? Mia? Ha 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 ha! Atsuhina suddenly laughed out of nowhere while looking at Hinata. He on the other hand got up, wiped the dust in his pants and shot Atsuhina with glaring eyes. And why are you laughing? And nothing. Ha 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 ha. Atsuhina was obviously holding his laughter back. Ha ha ha, wait. Why are you here? And why are you carrying a huge bag behind you? Are you running away from home? PFFTT, ha ha ha. What? No, I'm not. And hey, it's none of your business. Hinata turned his back from Atsuhina and started walking away from him. He decided to go to the gym directly instead. He did because he knew that if he stayed there even for a little while longer, Atsuhina wouldn't let him be. Mia Atsuhina. He and Hinata met 2 years ago. They did on a sports fest in junior high when their school was the host and Atsuhina was the captain of the volleyball team. Hinata was the president of the school council that time, and they had the opportunity to get to know each other when he was assigned to accommodate his team. Atsuhina was popular among the girls. He was because he is, well, handsome, responsible, and playful. Well, not the playful man that breaks many hearts, but someone who constantly teased those around him, especially those who are close to him. What now? What? What did I do? Why on earth are you following me again? What? No, I'm not. This is also the way towards where I'm supposed to go. Tisk. And yes, Atsuhina after saying that continued walking, passing by Hinata. Hinata continued to walk as well, but he noticed that now it was like he was the one following him. Atsuhina stopped in his tracks and turned to face him. Wait, are you going to the gym? Yes? Why? Is that any of your business? After saying that, Atsuhina suddenly laughed again. Ha 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 ha, don't tell me. You're trying out on the volleyball club, Hinata. Ha 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 ha. And there he goes again with his playful side. Again, as I said, it's none of your business. Hinata turned his back again and started walking, and now he was on front of Atsuhina. Atsuhina on the other hand was still laughing. Ha 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 ha, are you sure? You're so small, Hinata, ha 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 ha. Hinata ignored Atsuhina's remarks and still continued walking while the others was following him. Ha 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 ha, and earlier, when we bumped into each other, you fell that easily. Ha 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 ha. Are you sure you're fit to try out? Ha 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 ha. After hearing that, Hinata suddenly faced Atsuhina and slapped his arm as hard as he could. Ouch. Hey. Atsuhina was not clutching the arm that Hinata hit. He on the other hand, put his arms on his waist while looking intently at him. Hey Atsu. Don't underestimate me. I'll be accepted in this team and time will come, I will become its ace. And when that happens... Hinata walked slowly towards Atsuhina. He tiptoed, drawing his face closer to his. Atsuhina on the other hand, his eyes widened, and he slowly moved his face away. You'll eat what you said. After saying that, Hinata jumped back to his feet and ran towards the gym while laughing. Atsuhina's flustered face lingered in his mind as though he thought that he was about to kiss him. Ha 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 ha. After that meeting between him and Atsuhina, he went to the changing room and changed in a jersey. All the boys who were trying out then gathered around and started to introduce themselves. It was finally Hinata's turn to do so, but before he could open his mouth to talk, his eyes landed on Atsuhina. On the opposite side of the court. He was with his twin, and he was also looking at him. Smirking face with rolling eyes. Atsuhina did not need to participate in the tryouts as his name was already known in the volleyball world. Tisk, just wait and see. Hinata thought that to himself. He then looked towards the others who were trying out again and did what he was supposed to. Konnichiwa, I'm Hinata Shou. I am a first-year student. I have always loved volleyball and it has been my dream to play in a real team since elementary. And since I haven't had the chance to do so in my past schools, being here is a step closer to reaching that childhood dream of mine. I hope to be friends with you all. Hinata smiled at them and went back to his seat. And although trying to deprive, he couldn't help but look over to Itsumo on the opposite side of the gym. He was laughing. Just you wait, Itsumo. Just you wait. End of flashback. Hinata was smiling again. When he remembers that day, it doesn't fail to give him a smile. Itsumo did what he said. Now, Hinata is the ace of the team, while Itsumo, he's the setter. He sets for Hinata. And yes, he's already courting him. Mia Itsumo's point of view. Aish? Why did I even tease him badly in the past again? Here he is now. He's giving me a hard time like he's getting revenge from all the teasing I did to him. Aish, what did I like about him again? He's not that tall. He's also strict, always has his eyebrow raised when talking to me. He isn't like that with everyone else. He's very bubbly around them. But I can't deny that he is beautiful. Very beautiful to be exact. He's also, well, sexy, responsible, and he's really good in playing volleyball. And most importantly, I'll admit, I've always loved him. Without any reason, I've always just did. Itsumo reminisced the past when he and Hinata were still in their first year. He remembered the determination he saw in Hinata's eyes just to get in the team. He remembered how hard he worked. He didn't let anything get in his way. His passion for volleyball was visible in his eyes and Itsumo couldn't help but smile while remembering it. Unlike others, Hinata's purpose of being part of the team is because he clearly loves volleyball while others do it just for fame. Flashback. While Itsumo was on the court training, he couldn't help himself but look over to the opposite side hoping to hear who'd get accepted to the team. He was anxious that Hinata will pass tryouts and time will come that he will really eat what he said to him earlier. What are you doing, Itsumo? Are you anxious about the result for the team? Are you afraid you'll eat your words? Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. What? No. Why would I be? I know he won't be accepted. Itsumo denied what he was feeling to Bokuto and Sakusa. Because he knew that if he tells the truth, they won't stop bugging him. Deep inside he was regretting teasing Hinata. After some time, the coach of the volleyball team called Hinata and the others to gather again. So it's time. Itsumo's nervousness rose up. It was like he was the one trying out. He was sweating. And his sweating intensified more when the coach said that only 3 spots were available, and he has already announced who got the first and second spots in the team and Hinata wasn't one of them. His heart was beating so fast. And when it was the coach's time to finally announce who got the final spot, Itsumo glanced at Hinata and he was just closing his eyes. And the final spot goes to Hinata Shou. When Itsumo heard that, he immediately knew the reason why he was anxious. In the first place, he was because deep inside himself he knew that Hinata could do it, that he deserved it. Itsumo looked at Hinata and to his surprise, Hinata was looking at him as well. Smirking face. Itsumo did not know how to react. All he knew is that his heart skipped a beat when he smirked like that. End of flashback. Itsumo chuckled. He did because he remembered how unique Hinata was and why he fell for him. He also remembered how he confessed that he had a crush on him when they were on their second year. How Hinata looked at him in disbelief as if he just heard Itsumo say something as impossible as his wildest dreams. His reactions are always priceless for him. Hinata Shoyo's point of view. It was a normal day for Hinata. Nothing unusual. Nothing interesting. Except for the fact that Itsumo is courting him and there is that never-ending cycle of their friends teasing them. Yee? Come on Shoyo. Answer Itsumo already. Yee, ace lovers in the house. Sweet? Ha 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 ha. Tisk. You all look like a bunch of monkeys laughing together. Ha 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 ha, let them be love. But yet, be my boyfriend already? Face with wide smile. Can you stop it? Itsumo sighed. Okay. But don't worry. I won't give up. I'll endure the run no matter how long it may be as long as I know that your precious yes is the finish line. After saying that, Itsumo ran towards the other side of the court and began training. Hinata just stared at his back. Hey Shoyo? Hinata jumped in shock. What? What is it? You scared my brain cells out of me. Hey, I did not. You were just so focused on watching Itsumo. Plus, do you even have brain cells in the first place? Rude. Haha, anyways, I just wanted to ask you something. What is it? What's the real score between you and Itsumo? Us? I don't know what you're talking about. Hinata tried to shift the topic because he can't help but get shy when Itsumo's the topic. Ha 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 ha, don't deny it, buddy. What? It's nothing. He's just courting me. Tisk tisk tisk, buddy. You should stop being in denial of your feelings towards him. Hinata just look away. Deep inside he knew that he was being in denial. Hinata is because he wanted to test Itsumo first. He wanted to know if his feelings for him is real. He just wasn't ready to commit to him, especially that he knew his playful side. There's always that lingering thought that, what if all of these are just part of him teasing me to get back at me for making him eat his own words? He just needed time to make sure. Shoyo, you love him, right? Tobio asked Hinata seriously. Why are you so serious when it comes to these things? Well, it's just that I don't want you to be like me. I can't even tell the one I love that I have feelings for him. So that's why, Shoyo, take the chance because he is already there. Don't wait for the time that you'll regret not doing so. I know, Tobio. I know. I just wanted to make sure. But I know that I love him since the start.
Are you interested in buying yourself some Haikyuu merch? From Karasuno High Team to Fukuradani High Team and Aoba Josai High Team. Go click the link in my description box now and get some awesome discounts from 20% up to 65% off. They offer you free worldwide shipping on orders over $39.90. So, what are you waiting for? Link in the description.
Time skip. Itsumo Miya's point of view. It's been a while since Itsumo started courting Hinata. But still, no answer from him. Let me ask myself again, why do I even tease him so much? Anyways, I still won't give up. I won't because I love him. Prom day. Itsumo during his preparation couldn't shrug that giddy feeling with him. He felt nervous. But at the same time, he also felt an unexplainable feeling of excitement. It felt like something big, but good is going to happen that night. I'm really looking forward to this day and I'm so excited to see him. I wonder what he'll wear and how he'll look like. Itsumo also planned what he wanted to do tonight. He was determined. This time, he'll make Hinata his. 8 o'clock in the evening. As the clock struck, Itsumo arrived in school. He was alone because he asked to fetch Hinata, but his father said that he'll be the one to drive him. He stood outside the entrance, waiting for Hinata to arrive. He was anxiously looking up then back to his phone. And at last, a black car arrived, and he recognized it. It was Hinata's family's. He quickly went to meet him, and his eyes widened. Itsumo mumbled to himself. Beautiful. Hinata's eyes also widened. In his mind, he thought, he really looks hot in his tux. After regaining themselves back, they both smiled at each other. Good evening. You look dashing tonight. Ha ha ha, good evening Itsumo, and you look dashing as well. Ha 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 ha, come on. Itsumo and Hinata went inside the venue. And as the table for the sections were separated, he guided Hinata to his first before he went to his. The program then started, and all the necessary segments were accomplished. The time is now. It's the time you all have been waiting for. The floor is yours. After hearing that, Itsumo quickly got up his seat and went to go to Hinata. He looked at him in the eye and offered his hand. Can I have this dance? Hinata looked, smiled sweetly, and reached his hand. Itsumo's heart is fluttering. He was really pretty. Hinata's heart was doing the same. He was really handsome. They went to the dance floor. Kindly play You and Me by Lifehouse in the background. Itsumo put his hands to his waist and he put his hands onto his shoulders. Ha 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 ha, you're so small you almost can't reach my neck, ah ha ha ha, ouch. Hey, ha 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 ha, that's what you get for teasing me again. Itsumo and Hinata started to sway. It was quiet. Hey, why are you spacing out? What? No, sorry. I was just mesmerized by your beauty. Hinata blushed. He looked down and they continued to stay in that position for a while. Then he decided to look up again, into Itsumo's eyes. Do you really love me? Itsumo smiled sweetly at him. He grabbed his arms and locked it around his neck. Then he bended down, and kissed the tip of his nose, his left cheek, his right cheek, and then his forehead. I love you so much, my sunshine. Hinata blushed harder this time. Atsumu pulled him. Can you hear that? Atsumu felt Hinata stiffened but he nodded. The moment I saw you earlier. The moments I'm with you even in the most random days. That heart you're hearing. It doesn't stop beating that fast. And it only beats like that, for you Shoyo. Hinata did not respond. He just continued to listen to Atsuma's words. And of course, to Atsuma's heart. And if you can't find the confidence to believe the words that I uttered, please find and believe it from my heart. I believe you Atsu. When Atsumu heard that, he immediately pulled away to look at him in the face, but he buried his head in his chest now. But he could feel him smiling. Haha, come on, don't be shy. I am not. Ha 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 ha, you are. They stayed like that, swaying together with the music, feeling the lyrics. Something about you now that I can't quite figure out. Everything he does is beautiful. Everything he does is right. How about us, Shoyo? When will it be you and me? 'Cause it's you and me, and all of the people with nothing to do, nothing to lose. And it's you and me and all of the people. And I don't know why. I can't keep my eyes off of you and me, and all of the people with nothing to do, nothing to prove. And it's you and me and all of the people. And I don't know why. I can't keep my eyes off of you. Hinata pulled away again. Atsumu, answer me seriously. Yes. Are you really serious about me? Of course. This ain't a game? Yes. You really do love me? Yes, sunshine. I love you with all that I am and with all that I will be. Hinata's face softened. He tiptoed, reached Atsuma's face to give him a peck on the lips. It was their first kiss. As an official couple. Starting now it's you and me.